Hey you all, welcome back to my channel. I want to share something with you all today. Yesterday I created a video about how we should focus on going within, like how we shouldn't focus on what's happening in the matrix. The matrix is trapping us, how we are the ones standing our way of achieving our dreams and goals, right? So I did some digging into what I personally do and what things that work for me, how I ground myself, right? Grounding yourself is very important when you're looking to unplug yourself from the matrix, right? Also, when you're looking to go with it, right? What helps us is number one thing will be grounding, because when you're grounded, you're balanced. So I wrote down some things that I do that helped me grow. And I wrote something here about how you can unplug from the matrix. So I'm going to give you 5 key points of grounding. 5 key points to go within, that helps you go within, that helps you grow, right? So let's get to it. Number one key point I have is mindful breathing to center yourself. So what's a mindful breathing? Mindful breathing that can help you center yourself, taking deep breaths, right? So if you're someone who already is not taking deep breaths, I highly strongly suggest that you need to do that. Let me just adjust my camera. I feel like it's a little crooked. So you have to be able to take deep breaths. I kind of lost train of thought what I was saying. So let's start again. Number one key point is mindful breathing. Mindful breathing to center yourself. What's a mindful breathing, right? Mindful breathing is when you actually take some time for yourself. You sit in a quiet space, wherever it is, inside, outside, in your car, wherever you can. Even if you can start doing that for first couple of minutes and then kind of increase the time you spend when breathing, right? Simply as it is, you just go take a nice deep breath. You'll know. Hold it as long as you can. Let it out. The minute you're gonna do that, you're gonna feel light. And sometimes if you're doing this for like the first time, if you haven't done it, like deep breaths, like you might feel a little lightheaded, which is normal because you are actually resetting your brain. When you do mindful breathings, you actually reset your brain. Whatever's happening around you, you're resetting your brain from that. So that's what happens, right? That's why you get a little lightheaded. And as you progress in that mindful breathing, as you progress in your breathing exercises, you'll start to feel your third eye sometimes will vibrate. Like, not sometimes, I'm saying if you are in the progress of opening your third eye, or it is already open, or whatever that is, you will feel a pressure here too. Like you'll feel vibration, like in like right here. So that's number one. Number two is connect with nature. Even if you go for small walks, right? Whatever way you can find to connect with nature. So you can go for small walks. You can, if you have area in your house or around you where you can walk on a grass, that's also being in nature. If you maybe like doing planting or gardening, right? So that helps you because you're using your hands, you're in the dirt and the soil. That helps you ground. Also, another thing you can do is water, drinking water, as simply as glass of water. Mine's almost finished. Take a glass of water filled up, hold it in front of you like that. Speak your intention to it, whatever you want. If you're just having a hectic day, you want just a little bit of calm, you want peace, you want love, whatever you want, speak your intention. First, breathing, center your mind, then hold a glass of water like this in front of you. Then speak your intention to it, close your eyes, and then you can blow in it if you want, if you don't want to. I mean, it's your water, you're gonna drink it. Then you blow in it, and you can let it sit for a few minutes, or you can just go ahead and simply drink, because water has energy. Water also grounds us, even though we don't think it does. But make sure you're drinking filter water, make sure drinking alkaline water, make sure it's not a tap water. Tap water is not good for you. Do not drink tap water. I don't care. Don't drink tap water. Go buy $20 filter from a store, wherever. At least it's filtering your water, because tap water has fluoride in it, which is not good for your third eye, which is not good for your body, period. That's another topic. I don't want to get into it, but I'm just saying, drink a filtered water, speak your intention to the water, and just drink it. That also helps you ground. Connecting with the nature, when it comes to that, right? Connecting with nature is, go find a tree, hug a tree if you can, if you want. If you know, the people are like, "What's wrong with you? Hugging the tree?" Yes, I'm connecting with Mother Earth. Anyways, you can ground, you can hug your plant. Like where I am right now, it's pretty cold. So what you can do, if you're in a cold climate, you can, I try walking on grass sometimes, like, but your toes freezing, like my toes were freezing if it's really cold. I went to the beach where I decided to take my socks off and go bare feet. I didn't dip my feet in the water, but I was walking on the sand, like on the shore of the beach. And by the time I was done, my feet were hurting me. They were so hurting me because it was so cold. I had no shoes, no socks on. I was walking on the sand, which sand was wet. And then I had to come back in my car and put the like heat on my feet to warm my feet up. So that's another key, right? If you are in a weather climate around you that you can go out and take a walk on the beach bare feet, go for it. Do that, because so that would also help you ground. So key number point 3, engage in activities that bring joy and relaxation to you. So that's another key, important key factor in terms to staying grounded. Doing something that causes you joy and relaxation. Doing something that takes the stress and headache from the day away from you. So I'll give you some example of what I wrote down that I think. If you have any ideas or you think something you do, please share down below, because I would also like to know that. So what I do in terms of when I want joy and relaxation in my life, big first key is taking baths, taking relaxing baths with herbs if you possibly can, with some good oils if you possibly can. You can add crystals in your bath if you want. Crystals hold energy, grounding energy from the earth. You can also add, I don't know, what else did I say? Flowers if you want, you can add. You can add rose petals and rose leaves if you want, because they have grounding elements in them, because they come from the ground, right? They come from Mother Earth. So bath, number 1. I also wrote down coloring. If you're someone who likes to color, painting, maybe like someone you like to paint, that's very relaxing. I'm not a painter. I don't like to paint. This is like not my element, but I do like coloring. Like I have coloring books. Sometimes even I color with my kids. I'll sit there, we'll spend some time and just color. It's just like kind of deconnects me from everything else that's going around, right? So coloring is another thing. I also put down listening to higher music. Higher vibration music also will help you. I think if you go on YouTube, you can find plenty of hertz music, frequency that helps you calm. There's calming music that you can put on. Maybe, if I highly recommend, don't put your earbuds or ear things in your ear, just because they have radiation, just like our phones, right? Maybe use like the wire earplugs, or maybe just if you possibly have an opportunity where you're alone, you can just play it on your phone or your computer and just be away from it. Don't put, I don't like, I know a lot of people like listening to that. It's a good idea when you go for a walk. If you want to listen to it, it's fine. But I suggest when you go for a walk, don't listen to the music, because you want to connect with the nature. Again, those things, even though you're listening to high vibe music, it's still disconnecting you from nature. What's the point of going for a walk if you can't hear the birds chirping? Right? You listen to the music if you can go for a walk, right? I'm not saying there's nothing wrong with that. There's absolutely nothing wrong with that. But I'm saying, what's the point of walking on the beach if you have shoes on. You're not grounding yourself. You're just calming your mind while looking at the ocean, but you're not grounding. It's not helping your internal energies. If you're going to walk in the nature, don't plug these things. Don't hug a tree or touch a tree or do gardening with the gloves on, because that's doing nothing. Defeats the purpose. So you want to touch Mother Earth with your bare hands, with your bare feet, and you want to listen to the sounds of the wind, the trees moving, the birds chirping, right? So that's that. Anyways, let's move on to number 4. So number 4, I wrote down, establish a daily routine for stability. That's very important. Establishing a daily routine that can help you ground. Because if you don't establish that routine, you might do grounding or walks once a week. That's not going to help us. That's going to help you that day, maybe the next day. But as you're going to go back to that matrix, go back to that reality, you're going to pick up all other energies and you're going to go back to that. So doing that daily will help you. I want to go back to connecting with the nature on key number 2. I want to add one more thing. Being in sun also helps you ground. If you're in the sun, soak the sun. It actually falls into this too. You can just, for daily routine, you can just maybe in the morning if you can, or wake up a little bit early. Don't tell me you can't, because if you want to change yourself, if you're here to change yourself, you need to put that time out. You need to wake up early. You need to do it. You can't tell me I only got 5 hours sleep. How am I going to wake up, sleep 4.5 hours? Who cares? You're doing this for yourself. Remember I made a video yesterday saying that you're the only one standing in your path, stopping you from achieving that version of you that you want. So you can wake up early, right? You can wake up a little bit early, soak some sun, even for 10 minutes. You will see the change. So what I wrote down here, wake up early, wake up time. I wrote a wake up time, like sleep time. Like I just kind of jumped into it already. So set up that sleep time, set up that alarm away from you, because that's what I do now, because I used to just snooze, and I will go back to sleep. Put the alarm phone away from you, and when your alarm goes off, you get up and go for it. You wake up. Anyways, whatever your habits are, I don't know. And then the next one is taking a break throughout the day. I know we all have some sort of jobs or works that we do, right, for a living. We have to have it. That's just how the life is here. So having breaks throughout the day, periodic for breaks. Maybe you even if you work somewhere, tell your boss, your guy, manager, or whatever, you need a 5-minute break. You step outside the freaking work. Don't go in the break room. Maybe you can if you want. I don't know what your situation is. Try to go outside if you can, right? Just because when you're outside, you kind of reset your mind, because you're seeing different things. You're away from in whatever's going on in the building, wherever you are, and you want to reset from that. So you want to maybe walk outside for 5 minutes, maybe every 2 hours if you can do it every hour, right? If you're home, go outside. You need to go outside. I know I sometimes struggle myself going outside, just because some days it's so freezing cold that you don't want to go outside. So now the weather, yesterday, mind you, it was 47 degrees here where I am. I decided to do workout outside. And there was no wind. The sun was shining. It was like the best thing I could do. Like, it was so good. I felt so energized. Usually I feel tired after working out. I felt energized because, I don't know, I was in the sun. It just felt so good. Like, I took 15 minutes, 20 minutes, 15 minutes, 20-minute workout. It was just stretching more of it, like doing yoga postures, right? It felt so good. So being outside, take periodic breaks. And plan your day and add activities that you enjoy. So I added plan your day. Again, I just kind of jump into it already saying that I did a workout. Plan your day accordingly. Like, if you're working, you coming home. I know, like, I have those days every day where you work. You wake up, if you have kids, like, you got to drop them off to school. You want to get them ready to school. Or if they're very little, you have a little baby. plan your day, maybe if you can, or while your baby's taking a nap, or while your kids are in school, or while after your kids go to sleep, like, or while after your work is over. Plan your day accordingly. If you don't plan your day, you won't achieve these goals, because we need to come with a structure. I know I used to run away from structures. I'm a Gemini. I go all over the place. Structures, I don't know. So now me planning my day, it actually helps me. I have a routine of what time I wake up, what I do. I starting to add a little bit more and more and more to my day and my time, because I know the results. I know the results are like helping me grow. So that's that. Video is getting long. Let's go. Keep moving. Number five key points of grounding. I have find people that are like-minded. Find people that are like you. It's very important to have people that are like-minded, because I went through it. I left so many friends and people, family members that did not align with me, because my group of circles, like from here, right, like you can see from here became this. Literally, I don't care. You know why? Because that circle was not doing nothing for me other than driving me insane, like keeping me in the matrix, that circle. So now it's this big, and I don't care. But again, from this big of a circle, I still have not find like-minded people. Maybe I found 2 people as of now in my life, that are actually maybe one, second one maybe a little bit, in my personal life, that think like me, right? That understand the matrix, that understand the higher powers, that understand spirituality, because those people have spiritual awakenings. So yeah, finding like-minded people is very important, and that is exactly why I created this channel, so we can find each other's and we can talk about these things. You guys leave me a comments down below. Let me know, what do you do? How are your practices? How your daily routines are? How your day is going, right? That's why we're here. And I am trying to hold myself accountable to come here daily and commit myself daily or week, 2 times a week, 3 times a week, whenever I can. So if I see the love from you guys that are coming towards my way, I will show up more, because it will give me something that, you know what, there are people, my community is there. Let's go, let's connect, right? So that's that. So those were the 5 keys of grounding. Mindfulness breathing to center yourself, connect with the nature, even if they're walks or you doing gardening or you're doing whatever. Do activities that bring you relaxation and peace, and make a daily routines, and find people that has same mind as you. Now I'm gonna move on to the part 2, the key points of unplugging yourself from the matrix. I'm gonna go a little bit quicker here. Number 1, limit yourself with the social media use. Social media can be very toxic, because you see people posting these videos and these pictures of themselves because that's what they want you to see. You don't know if that's who they are behind the doors, behind the cameras, right? They come up there, hey, like, I'm going out with this person, I'm going out with that person, I have this, I have that. But what do you know if they're actually dealing with internally? They could be miserable. They could have no good friends. They could have no loving relationships in their lives. They could have no love partner, well, a love relationship, whatever. You get the point. So don't go on social media. If you do, I'm not saying don't go on it. Go on it. Limit yourself. And also, when you are on that social media, you're scrolling through. Whenever you're seeing those things, you're picking up energy. But whenever you're seeing those things, leave the energy in there. Leave the energy in your damn phone. Don't bring it out. Don't bring it out of that phone, out of that device. Because when you bring it out of that device, that's when you start to think, oh, she was wearing that dress. Oh, she went out to this place. Oh, she ate at this restaurant. Who cares? We don't care. Those things are designed to keep you plugged in the matrix. We want to unplug, right? That's why you're here. Limit yourself from social media. Number 2, designate tech-free time before bedtime. That's very important. Designate the device time. So before you go into bed, maybe even an hour. That's something I'm starting to do. I have a habit of sometimes going on, checking out things or checking my emails or thinking what I'm gonna do tomorrow or whatnot. I then I start looking at kids' pictures and I somehow end up on social media. No. So at least an hour before, I would say, if not more. Disconnect yourself from those devices. Disconnect yourself from that cell phone time, from that, whatever that is. Cell phone, it's a laptop, it's an iPad, or whatever that is. You know what I'm talking about. We're in 2024. So also practice mindful phone use. Be intentional about it. How much phone time you use throughout the day. That's just not even before bedtime. Throughout the day, how many times do you go on social media? How many times do you scroll on that phone? How many times you're on that phone? Most of the time we go on that phone because we are on the social media, and that's what traps us in, right? That's what, either maybe you're watching shows in your lunch break, maybe you're watching Netflix in your lunch break. Cut that. If you can't find anything to watch that can help you grow, don't watch it at all. Because you know what? Again, I'm going to be straight honest here. I'm not going to sugarcoat things because that's how I train myself. That's how you're going to train yourself. I'm not going to tell you, oh, be honest, if you want to watch a Netflix series, watch it for 50 minutes instead of a 1 hour, 50 minutes. No, don't watch it all because that's messing up your brain. That's keeping you, again, plugged in the matrix. We want to unplug. We want to pull that plug out. So be mindful of that, right? What else do I got here? What did I write here? Engage in offline hobbies, like do something again that does not involve technology, which again, going back to grounding, go outside instead of being on that phone. If you get a lunch break, right? What do? You can go outside in nature. Make that your grounding time. Then you don't have to do it when you go home. Everybody in this country, please don't hold me against if I'm wrong. I'm just thinking out loud as I think or believe. Everybody that work gets a break. Lunch break. Maybe in your lunch break you're picking up your children. Maybe in your lunch break you're taking care of somebody. But can you find 5 to 10 minutes to unplug yourself from everything? I think you can. If you can't, you are not to be offensive, you're not gonna achieve your goals. You just won't, because if you can't pour into yourself, then you're not gonna grow. Because this is also part of being self-love, because you're doing what you love to do. You wanna achieve this vision, this picture of yourself that you created, right? So you gotta take the steps. Again, disconnect yourself entirely from the digital detox. That's my last point I have here. Number 5, digital detox is one of the important things to do. I do that sometimes. A lot of times. I will wake up in the morning and I'll tell myself I am not going on social media or my phone unless I have to. What is my have to? Picking up a phone call, answering a text message maybe. That's pretty much it. Or checking my emails. That's it. How limited I am on the phone. I am very good at digital detoxing. I should knock the wood. So I know already, my spirit will remind me that, hey, it's time for that reset. Let's go. And I'll do it. 2, 3 days, 4 days. There's a time I did not go on any social media except YouTube, because I was making content for, I think, 2 weeks. And I literally stopped posting on my social media long time ago. I don't go on it. So, I think my video... So yeah, I'm going to wrap this up. I think this video is going to be a little bit longer, but it has really good key points that can help you ground yourself and unplug yourself from the matrix. Don't go out there, don't be buying those Apple Vision Pros. Do not buy them. Because, again, unless you want to be stuck in the matrix, keep plugging yourself in the matrix. We are unplugging ourselves. So, I posted that yesterday, that video. Go check it out, watch it. So, it kind of ties in. And I have a second part of that I'm working on. So, I'm going to post that. And start focusing. Let's end this video with the deep breath, okay? I'm just going to... First key point was to mindful breathing, right? So let's go take a deep breath with me. Let's go. I'll show you how to do it. I am so proud of you if you took those 3 deep breaths with me, because we just resetted our mind. I feel calm. I was a little hyper when I started making this video. So, all right, I'm gonna say bye for now. I'll be back with something else. And if anything you want to hear, let me know. And remember, all these experiences that I'm sharing and I'm telling you to do are from my personal experiences. I do not go there and look to see what people are talking about. I don't do that. This is my channel. This is my baby. I want to grow with my personal experiences. Simply, that's it. That's all I'm sharing here. So anyways, I'm gonna say namaste for now. I wish you nothing but the best beautiful day ahead of you. Thank you for watching. Thank you for your liking my video, and thank you for your comment. Thank you for subscribing. I love you all. Bye.